Hello, 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 everybody. Just trying out this software here. Let's see how this is looking. I am supposed to be on YouTube, and we're going to talk about a variety of things here. All right. All right. So let me go over to our notes series here. Sorry, I'm just kind of navigating on a laptop here. All right. So let's go live. Um, so let me just bring up, hopefully, there I am. Yay. All right. So I'll be talking about my webinar from last night. I'll be um, going through some of the shorts that were queued up for my from the webinar last night. And just break it all down. I'm just waiting for live people if there's anybody that comes in, like my earlier stream on YouTube. See if I am on YouTube here. Hang on here. Just want to confirm everything. Okay, let's try this out. I think there are notifications sent out. Let's just give this a whirl here and just see how it pans out. I've done this for many years. Okay, I think I'm live. Yep, there I am. I'm live. I think so, yeah. Wow. One person. Okay. So let me go through this, what we're gonna do here. All right, so let's see. Hopefully, this will be the right one. Yeah, I think that's the right one. All right. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the all of the shorts that I did last night. So here, this is from my blog. I just posted a few hours ago regarding last night, and this is building out an AI trading dashboard. And it's an important event because I use this tool called AI for AI clips or AI generated clips using Opus. So I just wanted to go through some of these clips here and see if there are actually people online here. Oh, we got two people. If somebody wants to type in something, thanks for that. It's my first time doing this, so I'm no pro here. So the first short that just went up a few hours ago was regarding AI impact, job market, entrepreneurship, and future skills. I think when people are getting laid off, what happens is we will have to resort on our skill set to generate a variety of let's see here, yeah, just a variety of uh, entrepreneurial skills to kind of thrive in the market here. So there's that. Um, and hey, so we got a couple people here. That's good. Thanks for tuning in. So the next one here that I'm talking about here is AI building futures and options trading dashboards. So essentially, what this is doing it all under an hour. Yeah, I can do that. And the funny thing is, with it, I'm able to uh, kind of. A lot of people don't believe it if it'll actually work and do live trading on that. We're going to soon find out about that. I'm just gonna switch. We can do scenes here with this software here. Let's just see if this works. Yep, there we go. So the next one is regarding AI powered dashboards. Again, this is for rapid data analysis. Maybe one day I might be able to show this on a live stream. I could definitely do it on Zoom. It's my first time doing it on here. So again, this is for uh, data analysis for futures. um, and did a whole presentation on it last night. We talked about it quite a bit. You'll find that among all the shorts here. as well. Also, you can do a variety of different um, analysis on the futures market because we're using CME, real market data. So in this case, as an example, we talked and broke it all down in the Australian dollar. It might be seconds on it, however it's displayed or not. Just checking if there's any comments here. If you have any comments, let me know. Um, yeah, so let me continue here. So there's that. Yeah, so you can break it all down and break it all down by, in this case, it's technical analysis. And it does, there's a ranking that comes out of it as well. So again, there's a variety of um, real time versus buy and hold, using AI for automation and then doing a buy and hold. So everyone that doesn't really know automation can definitely uh, do that if they have the programming skills, if it's AI or not, AI generated. And then there's also the buy and hold as well. The buy and hold usually is going to be driven by human, obviously by human skills. Just watching a trading platform, a bunch of charts, but with automation, you can sometimes help beat the market. Next one we've got here is the AI trading strategies and how to use AI for backtesting. Here we can use AI using. Somebody said that AI cannot be used for backtesting purposes. I don't know if that's true or not anymore. I think it's you can definitely use depending upon your LLM, like an advanced uh, Claude, let's say from Anthropic 4.5. You can definitely use AI to backtest with market data. You don't want to use simulated data. You want to use real market data, and that's pretty hard to get in the futures market, along with option chain data as well. Now this is where it gets interesting because now you can use the real data, and depending upon how advanced the AI is, you can use the AI to kind of choose, especially if it's from Claude, it can add in more things that you don't ask for. So it may give you some call trading analysis strategies and do some benchmarks on that, and also do a benchmark on the data set that you're looking at in terms of um, capabilities of depending upon the time frame and the length of the time. In my case, that I'm using right now or have used um, is with 30, sorry, 1 minute data over the last month. So you can get some if you're on a low trading frequency, like a minute. Yeah, you can use in this case some technical analysis like RSI, Bollinger, and with an average crosses to see which ones can generate potential profit and back test it, and then that rank against all the other instruments that are available. Let's say in the CME futures market, so that could be 40 plus assets. Talked about that many times as well. Um, Here, it's part of the benchmarks that you can get your LLM, in my case, Claude 4.5 or 4.1, one of those. You can add in for each portfolio on that data set that you feed in, give me the Sharpe ratio. In this case, we could look at oil and have what's the oil ranking with all the different standard portfolio metrics. You can specifically put in what metrics you want. You just got to ask for it in the prompt. It's just really what it comes down to, what you want to put in the prompt. Here on the forecasting and risk management, because you're able to backtest the data set, you can also build a walk forward analysis based around that and then compare that against all your different market data. So you could use something like whatever you could download based upon volume. So you could use market data like indices or agriculture, currencies, metals, for commodities like energy, agricultural, and the like. And you'll be able to rank all of those based upon the forecasting, which shows the most strength. And you can also apply and see risk management on top of that. So you can use those risk management portfolio metrics like Sharp, Sortino, win ratio, profit factor, um, momentum score, so on and so forth for that as well. Here, obviously, the AI chose gold, and Dow Jones is probably the best performing market index right now on um, on in all the U.S. stock market indices. So Dow Jones is the strongest. Gold's obviously coming back since that correction of nearly 10% a few weeks ago, and that was overnight as well. Another thing that kind of broke out was the different availability of crypto. The current setup that I have right now, and I mentioned this in the webinar, is if you are using CME for futures and market, futures and options with the CME, again, that's the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. There you can definitely use Bitcoin and Ethereum, and they just added in Solana and XRP as part of the CME. Um, but my current setup, so if you want to get, my case, using Rhythmic as your data supplier, there's CQG and Rhythmic. With Rhythmic, depending upon the broker or the introducing broker that you have, some of those brokers may not give you the crypto access via Rhythmic. That's a big gotcha there for me. So that wasn't available through EdgeClear, which is my introducing broker. I think AMP allows that, where you could see crypto, Bitcoin, Ethereum on Rhythmic. It just depends upon the introductory broker. So you need to find that answer out yourself before you sign up, which can be a lengthy process, like fund the account, blah, blah, blah. So there's that you need to be aware of. One of the things is, depending upon the introducing broker, they may give you access to other markets. In my case, it gives you access to the Coinbase derivatives market, which is fully sanctioned by the CFTC, the main U.S. futures broker. And then you can kind of trade officially with the regulator support um, on using Coinbase. I haven't tried that. It's just another option out there. You have all the major coins out there in crypto land, so you can definitely go that as an option, and then that will be attached into your Clear account with Rhythmic. But nothing to do with Rhythmic. Sorry. It's purely just Coinbase derivatives. That's the name of the exchange. And just so people understand about Coinbase, Coinbase has now just taken over Deribit out of Europe. They've also got Coinbase Prime. So I'm not sure if people have heard about the Coinbase Prime, where BlackRock was dumping Ethereum onto Coinbase Prime. And what happened was you could see those because apparently there are wallets pointing back to BlackRock. So you're able to link those together. And the thing is that because of that, you're able to, let me just do an experiment here. There I am. Hopefully that might be a little more appealing for people. So yeah, you can definitely use Prime if can get access to it. It's really meant for institutions like BlackRock via Coinbase. Also, there's a regular spot market that they started out with, which is the popular um, market. And yeah. So there is that. Let me just do something here. Yeah, there you go. So, yeah, you can definitely do that with um, Coinbase spot market, which is really the retail spot market. It's nothing to do with no derivatives, no options, no perpetual futures in that market. So I've mentioned the prime, the spot market, the other market of uh, prime. Well, there's a fourth market, which is the derivatives market, and also Coinbase has got this thing called Base, which is their own blockchain, as far as I know. And there was an announcement today or yesterday by JP Morgan. They have now a new coin that you can trade on uh, Base, and it's a JPM, I believe. And it's a new digital coin that you can access for whatever reason for JP Morgan. And again, that's available on Base. So it seems that a lot of the banks are going to use Coinbase as the institutional exchange of choice for crypto because it's official, it's sanctioned by all the regulators. So be aware of that. I'm always watching the news. That was a big thing that came out today for JP Morgan. Um, don't know the name of the coin, but it's JPM or something like that. Right. So there is that. Um, let's see what else we've got here. Alright. So there's about 20 videos here. 20, I can go on. So I talked about crypto trading. Also, last night was mentioned about Binance for new people. We had a person from Kenya on last night. So they were able to access Binance Exchange. So if they're a newbie, they might want to trade on Binance because Binance has both the spot market for retail. They also have the futures market, which is pretty well the largest exchange in the world. You look at the coin market cap, 75 billion traded every day over 24 hours. I mean, that probably is much bigger than most other exchanges combined, where it mushrooms the size of Coinbase as well. But as it stands, for this person in Kenya, they have access to the full exchange. So that's something that might be considered based upon where you live. Um, and then you have access to both the spot and the futures market as well. So that's something anybody that has access to finance could um, look at. I think Binance got booted out of a lot of countries because they were just becoming too big, powerful, and they literally scared the traditional financial market. Um, so again, another question that's pretty popular I've been getting lately is arbitrage. You can arbitrage geographically between different exchanges like Binance to the CME as an example. You can also use uh, different exchanges because if you're going to trade Bitcoin itself, there's enough um, big enough differential between bid and ask on each exchange. So there's definitely arbitrage opportunities there. As for my strategies, I don't really have a strategy. I'm just testing. But I said earlier, the big thing I'll be focusing is on live orders. So I'm going to put live money into this. So I'll have actual live results coming in the next, I don't know, week or so. It's hard to say, but I'm definitely going to put money on that. And that's trading again with the CME. So one of the things that I've learned from all of this is learning about um, volume, and especially with how I've designed everything, the volume, um, the actual files I'm downloading from the CME via Rhythmic, the bigger the file is, like let's say the ES, which is the S&P 500, is going to be the biggest file. So obviously that's going to have more trading volume in there, more um, activity, we'll just say, in the ES versus something like gold, oil. Well, which basically means it's also liquid, so you get faster fills as well. Where if you're creating something like a small commodity like agriculture, like a meat or lumber, it doesn't have this high volume. So you could get slippage on the price because of that, and that's out of your control. Another topic we came up with is because there was one newbie on there, which was the Kenyan guy named Bill. We had questions regarding PineScript and TradingView. He had a concern about the the uh, verting PineScript is proprietary language. Obviously, I focus on Python. But with AI, the way it's going now, you can easily convert from one language to another. So you can go from Python, C++. You could go from, if it's trading specific, you go probably convert from Python to PineScript, plus MQL 4 or 5, because I'm getting a lot of the queries about that as well. So that can be done. Um, Now with TradingView, uh, is it worthwhile to stick with a free edition? I say no, but we are now in November, coming up to Black Friday, and there's two times of the year that TradingViews get to join with, I think, 75, 80% off available for TradingView. So now's the time. Just keep an eye out on TradingView's discounts that they'll have, and it's only twice a year: Memorial Day in the U.S. and Black Friday. Um, Crypto futures data, where to get it? This is again multiple choices here. I've already mentioned Coinbase. CME is another legitimate way. It depends on your broker if they allow you to get it through something like Arrhythmic. AMP, I believe, does do that. The other way is through a crypto exchange like Binance. Coinbase has their own. I've already mentioned that. Kraken has their own. Volume drops off, so be aware of that. I think we're coming to the end, but I'm glad to sit here and talk about stuff like this. So the crypto trading with the volatility concerns, market insights. So as it stands right now, it's kind of unpredictable. Unless you're trading a mean reverting strategy, it's better to do that. Focus on mean reverting for crypto. Um, and typically, when market assets insights, um, most people will try to trade momentum based trend following. The good thing with volatility, if the markets go bad, you can actually trade the VIX itself. That is an instrument that you can trade on the CME. So if the markets go haywire, like I showed in a last night's webinar, yeah, it went up to 22 in the last couple of weeks. So it's pretty high. And once it hits 30, that's when it's full panic mode. Usually that might not happen in like the drops that happened during the virus or during 2008, the financial crisis. Um, so question was unpredictable markets. There are a lot of people that don't believe in random walk. I believe in random walk theory. Markets do somewhat kind of go through cycles, but with now the markets are very unpredictable. So random walk theory just comes more to the forefront, if you believe it or not. Australian dollar, there's all the different currencies to trade. For a while, Australian dollar was doing pretty good, but right now, currently on 12th of November, we're looking at blah, 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 probably Brazil. Brazilian real is doing pretty good. This is the misconception with high frequency trading for retail traders. As I said before, there's a lot of traders that think you can do high frequency trading with a standard platform. That's not usually the case. Specifically, a lot of misconception when it comes to MetaTrader MT4 and MT5. So it's just not possible. The only way to get around the real high frequency trading is if you are on the CME in data centers associated with the CME, like Aurora, Illinois, as well. TradingView does offer a sub-minute data or minute data if you pay for it, so you can somewhat trade with TradingView for that. And again, that I mentioned about the Black Friday sales. So we're getting off topic here, but it doesn't matter. So as I said, with the technical analysis in my dashboard, it's going to use a standard moving average, Bollinger, and the RSI. Anyways, I can go on and on about it. I am going to stop. I'm not seeing any activity here. As I said, I haven't really scheduled anything here. Just wanted to try out this software. I'm streaming software and see how it goes. All right, so we'll leave that for now, and hopefully, if you got any comments after watching this, just comment away. I'll respond. Also, as I said before, we also have this post that just posted earlier today regarding what I'm talking about. So there's actually code in here as well, Python code, as some samples. So if you have any comments or questions on that, please let me know. Um, and yeah, just type them up in the comments as well. Uh, there's other things like, so I know there's a delay here with YouTube and my stream then from streaming from my desktop here. Anyway, so if you got any questions, type them away, comment even so I can see them. Uh, so as I said here, we have the ability to try out a 7-day trial if you want. You can do that. More importantly, just get on my email list so you know what's going on. Because I do things like events where I do have a lot of the various webinars. But I think things may change now because now I want to do more streaming on YouTube and other social media as well outside of Zoom. So we'll see how it goes. Depends upon you, the viewer, and what you say, and who else may see this via my email and whatever else. But that's where it stands. And I think we are going to terminate now. If you've watched, thank you very much. If you got anything, type away. I'll wait. I think it's a 25, 30-second delay. Apparently, I can optimize and knock that down. I'm not sure how long I've been on this for, but let's just see here. It's supposed to be a chat mode here. So just looking for anything. I'm not seeing any notifications, chats, or anything at all. New software. I had no problem with the native YouTube app for my streaming, but this is totally next level. This software. Not seeing any reactions, but that's okay. As I said, I got to promote it and schedule it. But we'll leave it at that. I just want to try it out and just see what happens.